Also, it's kind of interesting how there's like two very clearly different architectural differences. Like that one is all like red and black and all like swirly. Where am I? I just went out for a walk, but now I don't know where I am. I don't know. Everything's falling apart and looks completely different. I can't get a hold of Mother and Father either. Huh. Well, you have nothing to fear, kids. I'm sure there's a reason for everything that's going on, but even the Zoogles are out running loose. That seems dangerous. Zoogles are nothing more than our servants. They may have gotten out, but I assure you, I'll have them back under control before long. If you kids consider yourselves to be proud Renans, then be brave. We'll have the situation fixed before you know it. I doubt that. Haha, treasure chest. Oh, you got people stuck up there. I guess we'll heal this person. Xion casts heal. In all my years, never have I seen such potent healing arts. Thank you so much for taking the time to help an old woman like me. Ooh, we got a recipe, a fancy parfait. Xion's gonna want to eat that right now, isn't she?
Everything will be okay now.
I know the basics of healing arts, but my skills pale in comparison.
Sup?
Your lordship. Oh, what a great honor it is to finally meet you. I descended to Dana during the last crown contest also. Alas, when the contender I was backing failed to clinch the title, I returned.
Oh,
I
such a
witnessed
shame.
the deaths of so many slaves.
Indeed.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're looking for a woman dressed all in red. Have you seen anyone of that description?
All red, eh? No, I can't say I remember anyone like that. I imagine she'd stand out somewhat, too.
Yeah. What about down on Dana during the crown contest? You didn't see anyone like that hanging around the lord you were serving?
What's with all these questions? I've never seen her, okay? Not recently or otherwise. Why do you want to find her anyway?
None of your business.
Never mind. Forget I asked. Sorry to take up your time.
Nanya. Oh, hi.
Is everything okay? You look a little lost.
Oh, yes. I can't seem to find my way home, is all. I was just about to make my umpteenth attempt at a new route.
Umpteen.
I was hoping to head this way myself. The situation is a real pain, huh?
I suppose the Sovereign knows best. I daren't stay here too long, though. A lower caste can only linger around these parts for so long before I outstay my welcome. I was hoping to avoid it, but maybe I'll have to go that way after all.
You
What
mean
way?
you know another way round?
Please, do
Lord
tell.
Dohalim Ilkaris! But how? Last I heard, you were in Dana competing in the crown contest.
Oh, you know, we
Yes,
killed the four
strange,
other
isn't it?
lords.
If you know another route, we'd be grateful if you could tell us.
But of course. Please forgive me. There's a wall that sprung up ahead of here, with what looks to be an entrance in it. I thought maybe it was a passageway between the different quarters, but I've no way of knowing for sure.
It's worth investigating, at least. I shall go and assess the situation. In the meantime, wait for me here. If it looks safe, I'll come and let you know.
Should I change his clothes so
You
they are
really
more
do that for
appropriate?
me? A lord troubling himself for someone of my lowly status?
Oh boy.
Our lot in life is of little consequence. We are both Renan, first and foremost.
Oh, why yes, my lord. Thank you.
I'm not seeing much difference between here and down in Danon right now. Let's see. Let's switch up the outfits. I know I got something new. Oh. Ew. Yeah, that's a no. It's also a no. Should we make him fancy? Can't have him running around in a Speedo. This one? Or this one? I know you would say swimsuit dress. We'll put him in the principal coat. Actually, wait, someone else got a new outfit too. The B one? Yeah. Who else got a new outfit? Oh, he did? No? Should I make her like... It's the only one that truly matches? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Should I make her full K-pop? There we go. It's perfect. Wait, so who got the... Oh, she did. Ooh. Yes. Black. She can be your Dami mommy in that armor. True. Oh, I did have a black and gold version. It's so weird that it changes her shield, but not her mace, though. Yeah? Like, I'm not the only one that finds it weird? Huh. Mace is ornamental. It's all about the shield. True. All she does is shield bash. Only 44 quests to go and then you can get into new content. Nice, Hitro. You are almost there. You can do it. It's honestly, it's not that bad. It's not like what it was back in the day. Like, the story is good if you pay attention, but... You know, this outfit's kind of cute. Except for the boots. I don't like the boots. This one is cute, except the back is all torn up. This is cute, but it's just like, I don't think it would work while we're here. Oh, you know what? I got a hair accessory, though. Who was the hair accessory for, though? That's a hat. I can't. Wait. I feel like it would be for her, but... Oh, yeah, it was for her. Oh, those. Yeah, I don't like those. Okay. There we go. Xion has a new outfit. Okay, I'm gonna just take a peek down here. I guess I can't. Yeah, it's not letting me. Never mind. Anything down here? So I'm surprised that, like, its shifting didn't break the atmosphere controls here and, like, just jettison everyone into outer space. Right? So they kind of lucked out. Oh, I missed that person. Hold on.
Oh, dear me.
Oh,
What an
dear
unspeakable
me.
mess this has all become. Just look at the state of our city. Even the Zeugles have stopped heeding our commands.
Oh, that's a problem.
Whatever did we do to deserve this?
Enslave a
You
planet.
really have no clue what might have caused this?
Would that I have. Alas, there was no warning, no prior decree. His Highness must have deemed it unnecessary for us to know. We have no choice but to grin and bear it. But do my eyes deceive me? Could
Yo.
I really be standing in the presence of his lordship, Dohalim of the House Ilkaris? I believed he was on Dana.
I'm here now.
Your eyes do not deceive you. It is I, one and the same. I have returned to fulfill a special duty, the details of which I cannot divulge.
As your lordship wishes. First, Lenegis mutates beyond recognition. Now, this unexpected visit. The Sovereign's plans are inscrutable indeed. The Ilkaris House has produced a great many lords over the centuries. I shall be praying for your victory in the latest crown contest.
Again, like I said, we already
Your
took
good
out the
wishes
other
do
four.
me an honor.
So, I mean, by default,
Well, we
Dohalim
canvassed the
wins.
city for information. What do you think?
No one has the faintest idea what's happened to the city after all. They haven't heard the news about the crown contest either.
You'd think that info would easily find its way up here. Has it always been like that?
Not to this extent, which would indicate that something's suppressing the truth, that Lenegis is under some kind of control.
Dun dun dun.
Given everything that's happened to their city,
Hoodle.
people here seem weirdly okay with it all.
Yeah. That one guy even said his Zeugle had stopped listening to him. If that's true, these people are in big trouble.
Everything that happens here is attributed to the Sovereign's will. It's the way people have been conditioned. Their belief runs deep. Nothing happens devoid of a reason. To them, it's all part of the Sovereign's grand plan.
The Sovereign's plan. There is one thing I'm still not sure about.
Yeah,
Just who is this person ruling over Lenegis?
I was asking that at the start of the
Sovereign,
game.
course. He rules from Rena while presiding over both Rena and Lenegis.
Without the lords or anyone in the middle doing his dirty work? Isn't Rena at least the same size as Dana? That's a pretty big dominion for one person to rule over. I would have thought ruling Lenegis alone would be difficult enough.
The points you make are valid, though I confess I'd never given it much thought before. Here, the Sovereign's total authority is as natural as night turning to day.
You guys should
Come to
really
think of it,
question it.
I know nothing of the nature of how Rena itself is.
Wait.
Shion, have you ever been... No, forgive me. Have you met or crossed
I was about to
paths
ask
with,
that.
or even heard of someone who's actually made a visit to the homeland?
No, I haven't.
What if this is
Neither
the
have
whole
I.
society of Renan?
In which case, I would imagine that... But no, surely not. Can it really be that no citizen of Lenegis has ever been there?
Sounds like
Hold
it.
up, what are you getting at, Dohalim?
Assuming what I believe to be correct, it's possible that no one on Lenegis has ever laid eyes on the actual Renan homeworld itself. No one but the Sovereign, that is.
Which is
But what
weird.
about trade and communication? There's got to be a flow back and forth, surely.
Not if the Sovereign is imposing his will on Lenegis single-handedly. It could be a one-way street.
But I thought you said that the Sovereign's all the way over on Rena. If that's the case, can he really rule directly over Lenegis from so far away? What if something were to happen to the city, like now?
I'm beginning to wonder what the nature of this Sovereign even is. Alphen said he was forced into the role, right? Just before the ceremony.
Right?
But Sovereign is also the title given to the almighty Renan ruler. So which one is it?
Yeah.
Whoever wins the crown contest inherits the throne from his or her predecessor, before becoming ruler over all of Rena and Lenegis. Thereafter, that individual is known as the Sovereign. Though, it would appear that the current ruler has gone silent.
How
As
convenient.
for how Volron factors into all this, at this point, I no longer know what to believe.
3 centuries ago, I became the Sovereign here on Lenegis. No, not just became, I was forced to. Me, a Danon.
But why were you
300
forced
years later,
to?
we cross paths with Volron, who also bears the Sovereign's crest. That's not the only thing we have in common. We both became Sovereign without winning the crown contest.
Do you think Volron was made sovereign for the same reason? Because of that ceremony?
I can't say for sure, but it certainly sounds like it.
But that would mean that two sovereigns would need to exist at any one time. One whose job it is to rule, and the other for ceremonial purposes. We never did see Volron's body back in Ganeth Heros. Is a new ceremony underway with Volron at its center this time? Could that be what's causing all this strange activity here?
Wait a second. You don't think Volron and the Red Woman are working together, do you?
Maybe.
The ceremony can't go forward without the Renis Alma. The same one that the Red Woman stole.
There's something else the ceremony needs. A maiden. And unless there's another one out there aside from me.
Questions, questions, and
Your
yet more
ancestor,
questions.
maybe?
Ones that it seems will remain unanswered until we can establish the Sovereign's identity.
If the Forbidden Zone really is off limits to everyone but the Sovereign, that seems as good a place as any to start. For the sake of liberating Dana, too.
Then it's decided. That's where we need to go.
One of the citizens mentioned a passage that she thought might lead to another section of the city. It could point us in the right direction. Let's go find it.
Let's go. Because now I only have, you know, an additional 25 more questions than when we first came here. Yep. Ooh, strawberry. Oh, I was like, what is he doing down there? But he's putting out the fire. Or trying to, anyways. He's not having much success. You know, you're actually supposed to put the water yeah, there you go. On the fire. On the parts that are burning. No? Okay. I think we have another cutscene.
I didn't realize Renans oppressed their own kind, too.
And yet, weirdly, none of them seem to mind.
Yeah, they're
Am
weird.
I the only one who finds that strange?
Nope.
It is the way things have always been, so no one thinks to question it. You have experience in that regard yourself, do you not?
True.
Unquestioning acceptance of your own servitude. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Even so, the quality of life here seems much higher than any Danon city we visited. I used to think it was impossible to build an ideal society without wealth. But I suppose having it doesn't always mean people are treated fairly either.
More to the point, not a single citizen seems to have even heard of the Red Woman.
What if she's not here? What if it turns out we're looking in the wrong place entirely?
Oh, calm down, Rinwell.
It's still too early to say anything for sure.
For all we know, she might be able to blend in, move around unnoticed. I say we hold off judgment until we've exhausted every avenue.
I would go with Dohalim's thought process there because like they didn't even notice when the Red Woman was around, so.
Tell me, Dohalim, has that skill of yours got a name?
And what skill would this be, pray tell?
You know, when you're talking to people around town. The way they suddenly become putty in your hands.
I'm afraid I don't
True,
quite
Driz.
follow.
I do. It's called friendly intimidation. Look imposing and speak in a deep, booming voice, and presto, you'll have people wrapped around your finger in no time.
I would never stoop to such scandalous tricks. Any feelings of intimidation are solely in the eye of the beholder.
So there is a knack to it. How do you learn
Law.
it? Can anyone do it?
Now you've got me curious. Is there special training to
Yes,
master?
Del, please impart your knowledge and
see.
wisdom to us.
An obsession with being elegant is a must.
Okay.
Oh, and it helps to be old-fashioned, too. Bonus points if you speak in a way no one can understand.
Oh, like
If you've a
Urianger?
bone to pick with me, it'd be quicker to just come out and say it.
Yeah, these two.
What? They look up to you, that's all. I'm just helping them along.
Oh, yes.
Hey! What's got into Alphen and Law all of a sudden?
I can barely understand a word they're saying.
And what's with the weird poses? Was it something they ate?
Oh, please show us the poses.
I hope you're willing to take the blame for this one.
I wasn't expecting them to take me so seriously. I'll go and have a word with them.
Are they breaking out the these and the thous? Loldrez, you're like, anything for you, Kisara.
With nobody left to run the show, I wonder what the people here are supposed to do.
Yes. Enjoy that tea party.
I mean, there's sovereigns up on the Renan homeworld, and all their lords were sent to Dana.
But Dohalim was a lord, right?
Yes?
Only current acting lords have power. Renan society is quite strict about such matters.
Oh.
Even if the other lords were still around, I doubt they'd be able to do much about the situation.
I wonder what they'd think if they were here to see Lenegis now. Balsif, Ganabelt, Almadria, and Volron.
Do we really care what they would think?
Now that I think of it, aside from Dohalim, we know next to nothing about the other lords.
Except they were all crazy.
Well, yeah, why would we? To us Danans, they were just enemies we needed to overthrow. Nothing more.
You should always know about your enemies.
I know. But seeing Renans in their own city, going about their day-to-day lives, it gets you thinking.
It feels strange to imagine the lords living here too, you mean?
Yeah, a little.
If you're that curious about them, why not try inquiring with some of the locals?
I'm not that curious.
Every lord in their household has their share of supporters here on Lenegis. And luckily for us, the people here are unaware of the events on Dana.
True.
Which means they should be more inclined to talk to us.
Okay, old man, who do you support? You look like an Almadria supporter. You want to know which lord I support? Why? Are you out canvassing for someone? Oh, never mind. I'm with His Excellency Erwolzi Teldilius. Teldilius? Teldilius. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. You probably know him better as Lord Balsef. I know a lot of people consider him to be a giant brute. Believe me, I realize that he can be an aggressive man. What these people don't realize is how much he looks after the members of his house. It's fair to say that House Teldilius doesn't enjoy much esteem. Those of us who serve it will be the first to admit that.
Yes!
But His Excellency always stands up against any who would mean us harm. Of that we can be sure. His efforts in the crown contest aren't only for his family, but to improve the standing of each and every member of his house.
Yes!
I owe so much to His Excellency. I could never dream of serving any. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I killed him. You're gonna have
Balsef had it
to.
in him to care about someone other than himself? Really?
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
So even he might have had something he wanted to protect.
It seems like they did. Are you an Almadria supporter? Oh, Lord Dohalim, you have returned. Ah, and I see you've brought aides with you. Do you remember who I am, my lord? Surely you must, yes? Not only do I support House Ilkaras, but more specifically his lordship personally. Oh. So much so, I've been trying to share my appreciation of his lordship to any who will listen. In fact, I was planning to publish my extensive writings on the subject through this very terminal for all to read and enjoy, but since the lines appear to be cut due to the recent tumult, I've been unable to upload them. I know, since you're all here, I'll just read them all aloud. Oh, please no. Oh no. There exists a most handsome man, a man who radiates beauty, whose every word, every syllable is divine poetry. He hails from the famed house Ilkaras, and his name is Lord Dohalim. Music is his passion, the arts his great love. The scores of boorish, uncouth men of this land cannot begin to compare to his magnificence. Guys, she's a super fan. She's like simping hardcore. So refined and majestic is his posture. Why, the mere thought of it brings me to ecstasy. once he becomes our sovereign, Rena shall bloom anew, ushering in an era of prosperity for our grand civilization. Driz, I was trying to read that and then I caught yours. I caught you in the corner of my eyes. I just started laughing. You need poetry music for this reading, right, Hydro? This is not the right music for this in-depth poetry that she's giving us. Yes. And hello, Teraphis. How are you doing tonight? Oh no, she's still going, guys. Until that glorious day comes, I shall forever be praying for his victory, morning, noon, and night. Huff, huff. Was that a lot of work? Are you exhausted? Well, what did you think, my lord? I poured my whole heart into it, hoping to capture your essence. Wait, I forgot to mention anything about his lordship's love for collecting things. I must take this time while the lines are down to a pendant. Oh dear. Only then will my masterpiece be complete. Can we tease Doe about this?
I guess she intended to spread it throughout all of Lenegis then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from commenting.
No, Dohalim. I really want to think, you know, your honest thoughts about that wonderful bit of poetry she, you know, regaled us with. Why are you suffering, Teraphis? Did you go ham in, Runeterra today? And yeah, we're raiding tonight, as far as I know. I didn't see anything in Discord saying we weren't, which reminds me, I should probably double check. What time is it? Ooh. Sorry about the camera spin. It's 7:07. Yeah, it looks like we're still on for tonight from what I can see. So I'll probably do like another 25 minutes of this and then I'll switch over to Final Fantasy. Make sure everything is in order. Oh, you're playing League? Painful. I heard Zeri's getting fixed soon. I guess she's really strong right now. I've gotten to play her a couple of times in ARAM and like, we put Triforce on her? She slaps with Triforce. Well, I never. To think anyone would try to tear me away from House Valkyries.
What?
What do you want? Don't tell me you work for Lord Dohalim or that dreadful Lord Almadria, do you? No, we do not work for Almadria. That woman has issues. You don't? Well, don't scare me like that. To answer your question, I come from a family that has served House Valkyries for generations. Indeed, I'm doing all I can to support Lord Ganabelt behind the scenes so that he might emerge victorious. Many think him to be a cruel man, but I insist they are utterly mistaken. Though I won't deny he can be strict, he puts Rena's interests front and center like no one else. Why, he advocates that rather than stay confined to Lenegis, we should go on with colonizing Dana and expand our horizons. That way we will become masters of both worlds and overturn our current minority status on Dana's surface. That is why he seeks to become our next sovereign. Tell me, is there a greater, more noble ambition than that? I think not. It is a pursuit of power with the advancement of all our kind. It is what makes him an exemplary lord, a model above all others. Okay. Though I was unable to accompany him myself, my two sons have been blessed with the honor of joining him on the surface. As their father, it fills me with endless pride. Oh, my bad, I probably killed them too. Sorry.
Ganabelt was so horrible to people, yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So
Of
why
course.
couldn't he extend that to us Ganons?
Because you were just a stepping stone to him, to protect those that he wanted to protect. You weren't part of the people he wanted to protect, unfortunately. I should probably save, yeah. It's been a while since I've saved. Oh, let me read tonight. You'd post a song you think was going through that girl's head while reciting the poetry. You can post it in the Discord Hydro. Is Doe hiding? I think Doe is, yeah, Doe is at least dodging. Gotta love low elo solo cube. You want to uninstall. Yes, I figured you would recognize this outfit, yes, Terrafis. Yeah, they do some crossover events. I just don't have the hat on her. Anyways, which way am I going? Back that way. And we'll resume in this way. Top Zeri. Triforce Zeri top, yeah. Mid-Sivir with Janna support. So you locked in a tank? You should have just embraced the full damage
This area
comp.
doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district we went through.
Oh, this is
Indeed.
cool.
The effects of Lenegis' transformation appear to be less pronounced here. Or, viewed another way, this area was simply luckier.
I would say luckier would probably be a thing because, like, look, those houses have now been lifted, like, so far off the ground, right? Maybe? So, what's this building? Can't get around it? Nope. How are you guys doing? You're alive. Okay. Who do you support, man?
Pardon me.
Is she an Elmira? This area falls under the sole jurisdiction of House Kinaris. I must ask you to depart at once. Yep, Almadria. You could tell, right? Like her instant angry eyebrows. Surely you don't claim to be ignorant of our famed house, ruled over by the esteemed Lord Almadria. If so, I urge you to listen well. In fact, I bid you listen carefully regardless. Yeah, that's how she sounds. Have you ever noticed how in the history of Lenegis, only a few women lords have emerged to compete in the crown contest? Many have theories as to why this might be, but Lord Almadria quashed the doubts of any naysayers through sheer might. Yep. In fact, not only did she usurp her father and previous family master, she also removed her older brother to claim the seat herself. Oh! So she did a little coup d'etat on the family, and she is a woman who stops at nothing to get what she wants, who gives her enemies nary the slightest opening to strike. Yeah, we know she turned a whole group of people into puddles. Yeah, she murdered her own family. Yeah, she sounds like a wonderful lady. Truly, Lord Almadria is a woman of talent. No one in all Rena better exemplifies the virtues of our nation's meritocracy. If merit is killing your own family, I suppose you would be correct? Question mark? Oh, nothing, Hitro. Barry White song. Barry what? Mr. Yep, that'll do you. Soon the age of a glorious woman sovereign reigning over Lenegis shall be upon us at last.
I guess her willingness to stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right, too.
That doesn't make it true. Too bad they couldn't see through her.
Yeah.
Too bad. Killing family and genocide, the footholds of being a Renan. Yes. And the 5 steps to sovereign supremacy. Oh, hey, big guys. No, I can't go down there? Okay. Did that... I'm assuming it said... I'm really not sure what it said.
Ridiculous.
How loathsome. Loathsome. Oh, I was just reading about Volrun. Can I help you?
Okay.
I was always an ardent supporter of Lord Waggle Hildress myself. These names suck. They're almost as bad as Final Fantasy XIV names. Were it not for his sudden death down on the surface, I likely still would be. In my eyes, Lord Urwaggle is the true Water Lord. I don't believe for a second that he perished in some accident, like they say. As for how Volrun runs Ganotheros, don't get me started. I hear he enslaves not only Danans, but even his fellow Renans. We may live in a society where to the victor goes the spoils, but his actions go against what we as a people stand for. Besides, what sort of family line is this House Ignacary of his anyways? Oh, I've never heard of it until he came along, which means they must be among the lowest dregs of society. That such an ignoble lineage would suddenly produce an astral artist capable of ascending to lordship is unheard of. None of it makes any sense, not to mention all of the upheaval around here of late. What is happening to our people? Aha!
It seems like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganatheros changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
When you think about it, the families of Renan lords must see them differently than the rest of us.
Yeah, despite the brutality they're known for.
They must have had a lot on their shoulders, carrying all the weight and responsibilities of Renan society.
Renans live in a world where strength and power determine their position in the social hierarchy, so they tend to grow up fiercely competitive. But their loyalty to their people is also strong. It's what brings them together against outside forces, and nothing exemplifies that more than the Lords.
That's what makes them the guardians of all of Rena, so to speak.
Right. It's the same reason Balsif hated my guts, and Ganabelt went after you, because we're threats to Rena.
Guess that makes you an even bigger oddball than we thought.
Yeah, totally.
So, Alphen, have you gained anything from all of this?
Yeah.
I think it's made me realize that the Lords were all people, too. Balsif and the others, they all had their own circumstances.
Except for
to deal with
Almadria.
as they went through life.
She was crazy.
Yeah, but still, just because they had loved ones in their lives doesn't mean...
I know. What they did was horrible. I'm not trying to dispute that. But at the same time, they weren't incomprehensible monsters either. They were individuals, just like the rest of us. So I guess what I'm trying to say is...
You're saying that they weren't bad because they were Renans, or because they were terrible monsters. Even if they did terrible things, they were still just people.
Rinwell.
Am I wrong?
Not at all.
Being a Danan doesn't make you a good person. And being a Renan doesn't make you a bad one. I think that's something we've all seen.
Shion and Dohalim definitely make a good case for it.
And I'm going to keep doing my best to make sure I earn that trust. As a fellow human being above all else.
Okay, Shion. Also, I think what they should really take away from this is how easy it is to become the monsters that they've just happened to be putting down. Look what they've all done. Such atrocious acts, all for the, end goal. They all had an end goal in it, right? Protecting the people that supported them. Showing Renan society that a woman can be a sovereign too. Some random, non-noble lineage coming up, trying to make his name on the scene. Though I'm more suspicious about Water Boy though. Super convenient.
There's something I just don't get.
What is it?
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned, right? In which case, the
It was,
current
yes.
sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous contest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It does.
So,
Who was
it
it?
then?
That's what I was wondering.
Hanfried Milgras, the former lord of Cyslodia, if memory serves.
So then this Hanfried whatchamacallem, he's the current ruler of Rena?
The last I heard, yes. Though, admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the previous contest.
Ooh, he's dead.
You're saying that ever since becoming sovereign, he's never actually shown himself on Lenegus?
I guess over Holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the sovereign that came before him.
That sovereign was also dead.
Now that you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegus from the motherland, sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
Yeah, that's weird.
When you live here, it's as if you're conditioned not to notice all these strange quirks and discrepancies. The question is then, by whom? And to what end?
That creepy alien entity that's
A new
dressed in
Renis
red.
Alma is supposedly created to coincide with every crown contest, meaning each victor is awarded their very own. In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been contests.
True.
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelagian, it didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to order. But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they?
Dead.
Quite frankly, I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
You and me both. Though we are Renin by blood, neither of us even knew that such a thing as a Dark Master Core existed, remember?
With any luck, the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around here chatting about it then. Let's get a move on.
What if they're all just a big science experiment? What if it's all just happening in the Matrix? No. Oh, you know what? They better not pull out. This is all just a video game line, but... Hi. Anything down here? Huh?
Doe?
Uh-oh.
Faria.
Uh-oh.
Varia?
Uh-oh.
Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was...
Get lost, shut
Why
up.
are you here? Wait. Don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from
Yo.
Dana already.
Yo, step off.
Nothing to say? Even though you were willing to kill Tarnigan to secure your position as Lord,
Ma'am.
you still...
I need you to step back.
I'm here to take care of something. If you wish to continue this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out. Even after 7 years and living on that Danon rock, you haven't changed one bit.
Oh no, he's changed a lot.
But let me tell you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you peace, then so be it.
Dohalim, what the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Bruh, if he didn't kill your friend, your friend would have killed
Run away
him.
like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else.
No boy. She has issues.
You're just a coward!
Says the person who can't face the reality of the situation. Uh-oh. Oh no. You know what? I'm seeing a theme lately of you know, creepy space entities with black eyes.
Dohalim.
They were
I
pitted
apologize
against
that
each
you had
other.
to witness that.
So one of them had to kill the
Is
other
it
in order
true?
to become the Lord.
What she said about you killing someone?
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The address.
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Don't
Did
need
you
a pat
mean
on
what
the
you
head.
said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia.
You can't do that if
I
you're
have
dead,
no intention
bro.
of expiring before I do so.
Okay.
There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
Sad face.